What's up, everybody? Y'all hear my guitar okay? So this is a preset that I made a couple of years ago. Just thought I would revisit it because I updated the preset. One thumbs up, so vocals, everything. Sometimes I'll mute my mic just so you can hear the guitar. So that real quick, you can hear. That was with my vocal mic muted. Hopefully that. But yeah, this is my Mathomatic preset 2.0. So the original preset was hopefully I didn't lose y'all. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. Wi-Fi is not. So yeah, I made this preset a couple years ago. The original Mathomatic preset is on the homepage and available for download. I think there's been some downloads. Last couple. It's a really cool preset. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go to the original and guys going on with that, and then compare it to what I did to it using the 3.5 update. Awesome. Got a lot of awesome features. Edit. I have two versions of the original on here. Let me see. So yeah, this is the dry version. So this is the first incarnation of this preset, and I love the way it sounds. I've got this A30 on bright with the 2x12 Bluebell, and the mic that's on this cabinet is this 30 dynamic mic. Let's see. Now I'm going to click on the other amp. I have two amps. The other one is the Grammatico Bright, another one of my favorite sounding amps. Guitar is louder than your voice. Yeah, it usually is. I got it extra loud today. But if it's too loud, let me know. And on this Grammatico, it's got the 1x12 US Deluxe, and then I've got a 160 ribbon mic on it. Sounds really great. Now, the secret ingredient on this, and I've talked about this in depth before, I have a compressor here at the beginning of my signal, and it's the Deluxe Comp. And see, gosh, the mix is all the way up on this guy, so pretty aggressive. Now, at the very end of my signal, I did something that we're not supposed to do, but I do it. I put the red squeeze compressor, and the mix is at 50%. And in between that, okay, where I split where the 2 amps and stereo are coming from, I've got an overdrive pedal. Just before that, it's the Deranged Master, and I think I changed that pedal a few times, but came to that one, thought it sounded great, stuck with it. So that's where the split is, so I can get distortion if I want to. Now I split off into 2 separate signals. The first amp, the one on top path here, I've got a reverb, which is just a regular old plate reverb. And then down below on the other amp, I have a delay. And so they're independent of each other. So one amp can have reverb and one amp can have delay. Then I tie them off and boom, compress everything. And having this compressor at the end just adds this extra gloss to the preset and tightens it up a little more. I mean, it's pretty tight anyway because of this compressor. Then I just put another one there at the end, and it just really tightens up everything. Makes those those muted chugs on the strings sound really good. I like the way that sounds. Real percussive. So that's this preset in a nutshell. I'll go ahead and let you kind of check out what it sounds like with a little verb. Hopefully you guys can hear it. It's not a lot of reverb. And when you throw some delay in there, it gets really ambient. Deranged Master just pushes it over to another one. There you go. That's a pretty good preset, and I don't think it gets much better, or I didn't think that. This was one of my favorite presets, and I did a whole stream on it in the past. But now we have the firmware update. So there's new possibilities. I don't know, man. Colorblind. Red and green. That's just like where these are split, like where off, and you can. So yeah, let's check out this new revised version. Yeah, interesting comment. Love my Helix, and I thought about other blocks you set. Like both DSPs have, and they did have rooms until now. So in the previous preset, there may have been, but the thing is when you use multiple amps in a preset, chews up a lot of DSP, so it may look like you have a lot of left. Add more stuff. Some of these amps are very DSP, so may not have as much like you do. Personally, I don't ever use a whole lot of effects other than reverb, delay, some overdrive, compression. Now, something that I did on this new version of this preset, also very DSP. Looking at this and you're thinking, man, he's got a lot of extra. Let me explain what's going on. So I left, let's see, I left my deranged master. Now I separated out the combo amp. My voice is at random times. Sorry, Constantine. Buddy, is my voice cutting out at random? It could just be me. Talk funny. But it could just be ducking when. Now let's check out what's going on. Oh, there's no longer a combo amp for the 30 Fawn or the Grammatico Bright. I'm using just the head. Okay. Now, the reason I did this is because I wanted to use multiple mics on the cabinets. My favorite thing about 3.5, this is the big thing, cabinet update. So now what we do, look here on the menu, my cabinet menu. There's this little link here. Click on it, link comes apart, and back on it together. And what that means is when the link is together like this, you essentially still can use two mics, but you're using two mics on one cabinet rather than using two separate cabinets with one mic each. So basically, it's like I have my deep on, and then I have one amp, and I've got two different mics on it. So what I did here, I stuck with the 30 dynamic, full dynamic mic. It's a great sounding mic, and I love how it sounded on the original preset. It had a bright sound, very responsive. I think I may have moved back just a little bit to take a little bit of the high end out. The farther away you get from the center of the high end tone, and of course, the farther away the mic is, bottom end you're gonna. But that's okay because I'm using the dynamic mic now in a little more of an way to use it because I'm trying to get a little more sound. Like the depletion of the bottom end and stuff you get when you, because now I have a second mic on the amp and it's 47 condenser, which there are several condenser mics. That's good. I'll keep going. So this condenser mic, I just have even more nuances amp that I had previously. A little bit farther from the tone, and I've got it on this 45-degree angle, which then softens up the tone of the pack of the sound waves. Now let's look at the other amp, Matico, right? Same thing, but I had to move the speaker cabinet down to the bottom chain because, again, it doesn't look like it, but I'm out of DS. So, whatever reason. But it's okay, I just pulled it down here to the bottom. Now, on this cabinet, I've got the 60 ribbon that I had originally. I put another mic in the cabinets together, so cabinet, same cabinet. Now I have a 67 condenser. Also, yeah, I moved it quite a bit far away, just to get a softer pack from. The sound is a lot bigger. This got a much more three-dimensional. The whole sound is just a little more three-dimensional. Now I changed up the reverb on the well. Really meeks. I hope that means that you could avoid self-conscious. You guys say my. I don't know. We have had some severe weather. I have had some issues with my electricity and my internet. Do with it. Really don't know. Sometimes just fickle. On my end. Can I show a gent tone? Yeah, of course I can. I have one though. I have a couple. Get me started on that. Down a worm. Maybe when I'm done with this one. But let's check out the reverb that I changed up. I had a plate reverb before, so I changed it to the new dynamic plate. Have it set up a lot of decay, and very I changed now it's still only on one amp, but I mean, it works okay. If you wanted to have that reverb on both amps, either pull it back here, move this, or the reverb. Now the reverb is. I'm gonna put it back to where I had it because I'm cool with it. Now, I changed the delay that I had on the bottom amp. I went from the simple delay that was on. This is a really cool. It's not so much like a delay, but it's kind of like a freeze pedal. I don't know if you guys remember the freeze pedal. So how it works is, latches when you turn it on, it'll hold whatever chord in first or something. So I can be going along. Got my Helix reach over there with it, but I thought that was cool. The older I get, the less I feel like I need delay and reverb at the start using one or the other, or less of. But I thought that was a cool feature, especially if you're playing something on. Give yourself a chord to be able to play over, not have to work comping for yourself. Dynamic. So, cleverly, I just call this preset Mathematic 2.0, and it is available on the custom tone page. You guys dig it? I know I had a few people that downloaded the original. I shared the original with. Really liked how this preset sounded, so I think just better to ability, but share that with you all. This preset is also available on the custom tone. Put it to the preset. Comment thread should be. So if you guys want to download this page, the link there. Also, just as a side note, important. I'm on the single coil setting. Car. I like the way this sounds. Coils. It sounds good. Well, got a coil tap, so I can do. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, my voice is cutting out. No idea why it's doing good. You know, I've pretty much eaten up all my guys here. Be one of those things where, yeah, that Chuck. Car sounds. Sorry about that, y'all. Presets available, so even if you can't hear my voice, hear the guitar. Go download the preset. Like I said, bad weather. That would have had signal to affect my microphone. But yeah, in spite of that, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you hear me, get to sign up for our one lessons that we're offering. Whatever subject. Website, call them Skype lessons, but do you use Skype that much? FaceTime. Check that out. And, guys, thanks. Sorry that they were used, but these happen sometimes. Could just be. Time together. Give me a follow on it. A new app that's check out my music, guys. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Was a question about the pickups on my guitar, so I'll try to address. This was from David. You're asking about the pickups. These are Seymour Duncan's JB Jazz, and I have a coil tap on here. That way I can do hooker. And question, David. Cheers to you as well. Sorry about the vocal cues, but that's for hanging out. Next time, I think Nick Bell will be probably do. Thanks, guys.